I just came across information today that many of you probably already know, that there's some sort of emergency care center that opened up on Chambers Street. So
There's about 15.
okay.
They're not emergency care.
No, one is named emergency care. Maybe that's
What's happening is a lot of these urgent care centers are opening up, and their literature is got emergency, the word, on the cover of the flyer. It's a miscommunication to the community, because you're going to have someone who has some kind of emergency and they're going to think they can go to an urgent care center for it, when in fact they're going to say you've got to go to the hospital.
And it's defined legally what can be covered and treated in an urgent care center, which is different from an emergency room. And our politicians have been calling them emergency urgent care centers, and they legally cannot do some procedure. They're very good for cut fingers, for certain things they're very good for, but any of what we would consider a real emergency, people can be really misled by thinking they can go there and then they have to go. They legally have to send you someplace else. They cannot take care of it.
I think where some of that came from, I think a lot of the politicians are attempting to redefine healthcare for the 21st century. And they see that hospital emergency rooms are, especially at places like St. Vincent's or Bellevue, have to take you regardless of insurance. I think, exactly, they have tended to use these places as clinics, exactly. And I think that these urgent care centers are much more like clinics. And I think the idea is that, all of this emergency room traffic, this high percentage of emergency room traffic will now be diverted to these urgent care centers. But meanwhile, people don't know they exist. They don't know the difference between an urgent care center and an emergency room. It's a really big disaster, and I think it's really supreme arrogance for these lawyers and politicians and business people to think
money.
That they can reorganize
it's about dollars.
and reimagine
It's really
healthcare.
what
Yeah.
it's about dollars.
Is there anything? Yes.
I am going to leave you if you excuse me, but I think a group that should be sort of recruited, and I am amazed that they seem so far not to have registered, they've lost a hospital, are the parents. We had this meeting at PS 41 because it has a nice big space, but there's a whole population of children whose parents don't seem to have quite registered that if those kids have an emergency, they're going to have to go to Beth Israel or wherever.
The head of Community Board 1 has been very outspoken as a young mother about children.
But we were talking about why had the village community not been more involved, and I've always wondered why we didn't even seem to have any from that demographic. And that was my point, by the way. The reason we don't have the same kind of activism in the village that we used to have is it's a totally different demographic. They're young urban professionals now. Yuppies. But I mean, the younger people couldn't afford to come to the village, the kind of people who in the old days were there. This is a different, very business-oriented, middle-class, middle group from, say, 25 to 45. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'll stay in touch.
Absolutely.
Nice to see you all.
Nice
Hang
to see
in.
you.
Right.